Good day and welcome back to another Dbz Dokkan battle video. In today's video we're going to be looking at the Ginyu Force event that you can do each and every single day to farm the free-to-play Ginyu Force team. So this event, similar to the Bardock team event, can be found under the story event tab. The unit that you do will change each day depending on what day of the week it is. So like the Bardock event, you'll get to farm all the orbs and the SA and the hidden potential of the units inside of the event. The orbs will drop and the SA of the units will drop. And then once you have all of the units fully awakened, you will get a single copy of the LR lead for their team. So similarly, you have the Berta unit on Monday, the Gildo unit on Tuesday, Captain Ginyu on Wednesday, Jace on Thursday, and Raccoon on Friday. In terms of these units, obviously you're going to want to use similarly a 70% lead to clear out the stage, and you're going to want to farm the orbs and the SA of the units at the same time. In terms of this stage, the one thing that you want to keep in mind is that you are looking for a 1000 unit to appear on the stage. I'll explain where once we do the stage. And you're going to want to get that 1000 unit and run it and basically kill it, because that's the high chance of the card dropping. Unlike the other event, a specific card enemy will appear called 1000, which is Cooler's assistant, right hand man, so to say. And if he appears, basically he's going to drop the card for the SA. I'm going to run the Team Bardock one here just because I'm going to do a video on them as well. So obviously it'll be nice to just run their team, but you don't need to run such a heavy team. You can basically just run whatever team you want under a 70% lead. That'll get the job done quite easily. Mono, tech, whatever, it doesn't matter. So this event, on the left hand side you will see the normal orbs, the small orbs. Then in the middle you will see the medium orbs, and on the far bottom right you will see the large orbs. So you're going to want to run the rotations and split these up as much as possible, so that you can obviously farm as many as possible and keep it going. Then you're going to want to take this cloud and you're going to want to run this cloud. And similarly you will see 3 allotments of 3 tiles. The first allotment is small, the second allotment is medium, and the third allotment is large. And then obviously we'll fight the unit at the end. If it is 1000, it is a guaranteed card drop. If it is Jace or whatever respective unit it is for the day, then it's not a guaranteed drop, but it is just merely a decent chance at dropping. So this is quite straightforward again, not too hard or anything like that, so you should be able to quickly wrap up this event. The only thing about the Ginyu Force event is, so you can run the event on the weekends, which means you can run all of the stages on the weekend. They all open up. The nice thing about it is that you can run it for the orbs, but it will not have a chance of the units dropping. So if you're going to just want to run this event as minimal as possible during the week, let's say you're busy or whatever, try and run it so that you can at least get the units to drop, so you can get the 14 copies that you need to fully awaken the team and to go from there. So yeah, definitely do that, and then you'll see this mission pop up on the weekend, which is a bonus. But yeah, you can only get the orbs from that mission. So don't go in there thinking you're going to farm all 15 copies of the Ginyu Force. 14 copies that you're going to need of each member in a single weekend. That's just not going to happen. So yeah, we're going to take a look at the Ginyu Force now. One also nice thing about this stage is that if you go to the Portal of Memories, you can 100% run this team in the Portal of Memories and use your story keys to run this event on any day. So unlike the Team Bardock event, where you have to kind of start it from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you're going to be able to basically start this event whenever if you want to use story keys. I don't suggest doing that because it's kind of a waste of keys. You can just wait the extra week, but if you're impatient or a brand new player and you really want to kind of get this team done and out the way, then yeah, you're going to want to get this done. In terms of the Team Ginyu Force, they're 100% lead. They're a 30% support to extreme allies and 20% support to their own team. Then Captain Ginyu, he has defensive reduction when he is fighting 2 or more enemies, which makes him suitable for extreme SBR. And then he also gains attack and defense when fighting a singular enemy. Jace is an attack support for the team plus key, and he can also see super attacks, which is quite helpful. Jace is better as a floating option, so definitely keep that in mind when you're using him. Raccoon is just somewhat of a defensive unit. He has 80% defense and he gains attack on hit, but I wouldn't say that, you know, he's a spectacularly defensive unit or anything like that. Gildo is a debuffing unit, so he will lower enemy attack and defense by 20% on successful hit, and he can also stun. And then obviously we get Berta, who has a decent chance to evade as first attacker in the turn. The important thing about first attacker in the turn is it means that you have to be literally in the first slot of the entire attacking rotation. So you can't just be in the first slot and attacking second. If an enemy is attacking before you in the first slot, then you will be hit by the attack. You won't activate that evasion. And then obviously you can get off the battlefield memories this other LR Ginyu, who also fits under the category and works well, especially for battlefield. This team overall is a team I use in battlefield frequently for the first round. It's very good for that, and it's been worth it to me because it just gives me an extra team to use for the end of battlefield, which always kind of guarantees me that nice, easy, solid chance at victory. And yeah, in terms of getting the dupes, for the Ginyu Force card, you do get a free dupe when you manage to fully hidden potential this Prime Battle Frieza. It doesn't have to be in its LR state, it can be in its base form, or its first obviously awakened state where it becomes a UR and has access to the hidden potential system. So that is quite nice if you're going to do the Prime Battle Frieza grind, which you should, because his EZA will come out eventually on Global. Then you can also do it and get the copy of this Ginyu Force. You will get the remaining copies from the treasure system, where you spend battlefield memories to awaken the unit. To get the extra copy of the unit. You also use them to get the copy of the Sai Team Ginyu, so definitely suggest getting at least 1 copy. I have 2 copies in my Ginyu that worked for me for the SBR, and I'm quite happy with him to stay there until something happens to them. In terms of builds, you don't get any nice gear equipment that don't have a Trials of New Horizons stage or anything. I assume or hope that when they get an EZA of some kind, they will get a Trial of New Horizons stage, which would be, you know, obviously quite nice for them to have. So in terms of build, just kind of generally just go crit on most of them for the most part. Most of them just raise attacks or defenses on 18 key for the LRs, except for Berta, who stacks attack and defense, and maybe Gildo. I would say you want to go additionals, because then you can at least get a higher chance to proc the stun chance. But otherwise, and you can raise attack and defense with Berta. But otherwise, I definitely would focus on just getting crit for most of them. That's going to help you through the SBR the most. And it's probably going to be the thing that at least allows you to get through there, because their damage is not great. And having the ability to crit is going to help against the multiple types of enemies, because due to the fact that most of the enemies are different typings, and most of the Ginyu Force don't deal tremendous damage, having crits on the 2 LRs and having crits on all the Ginyu Force is going to help you clean slate with the enemies a lot faster. But yeah, so like I said, just showing you guys that you can access it through the Portal of Memories to do the previous events. And yeah, that's how you do the Ginyu Force team, and that's how you get its free dupe. Pretty straightforward, nice grind for free to play players. So yeah, enjoy. Thanks for the video. Cheers and bye. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial.